Hello, I'm here with your March 9th, 2021 tarot using the Crow Tarot. I've done a pretty extensive pre-shuffle. For some reason, shuffling the cards today was kind of cathartic. I don't know why, it was just feeling really good to shuffle them. I haven't used these cards in a little bit, so maybe that was it, just getting rid of the stagnant energy. So now we ask for our message or messages for Tuesday, March 9th, 2021. I know you may be noticing the earpiece microphone, and that is because the iPad does not record sound very well. That is my new to me device. First time I have owned one of these things. And I just found that the sound quality when I recorded without the headphone microphone piece was very, very poor. So I decided to try it with this, and it did improve. I'm just looking at the card that came out. Oh boy. All right, this definitely needs at least one more to clarify and get a little bit more information on. So I hope most of you are starting to experience that beautiful spring weather that we have had, at least today, forecast into tomorrow to be above seasonal. Go outside, get your vitamin D if you can. All right, we're starting off with the two major arcana cards here. There we go. All right, I'm not really surprised at this third one either. Okay. We'll talk about the bottom of the deck ones first, because this is what is influencing things in the background. This is not necessarily what is happening in the foreground, kind of our more present energy. So we start off with the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, talking about movement, a person and movement towards you, offering you love. It's an offer of love, usually coming from an external source. And the second card that I took from the bottom of the deck kind of ties in hand, as it is a little bit more watery energy, and it is a major arcana card, and that is the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess has a lot of watery vibes to it, partly because of the association to the moon, and a little bit more secretive, however, very intuitive, creative, knowledgeable. And yes, it is very feminine energy. The High Priestess, very psychic, and is the more feminine, intuitive, feeling-oriented counterpart to the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant, also major arcana, is more masculine, more earth-dominated, whereas the High Priestess is water-based energy. Like I said, very associated to the moon. I thought I just knocked something off the table here. It didn't fall, so that's a good thing. So the card that got my attention, the first card, and this ties in hand and goes perfectly with the reading yesterday, talking about ending of cycles with the world. Well, guess what? That ending of a cycle is here with the Death card. The Death card talks about the end of a cycle. It is the death of a cycle. And I'm pretty sure over the weekend we did see the Death card at some point. So this is it. This is the end of a cycle. The end is here. That new beginning is on the horizon. It is coming. We have to finish closing out whatever this cycle is in order to move forward and keep going. Part of the reason why is because of the next card that we have, and that is the Justice card. Things are still balancing out. We're still in that recalibrating phase We're not quite at the end of the cycle. We're not quite starting the new one just yet. Justice talks about karma, balance, and if you're involved in the justice system, whether it be criminal or civil, it can also speak to there being a resolution into something that is legal oriented, or if you're in the legal system, there could be a legal decision coming in. That's very specific for only a handful of people who are actually going through that. For the rest of us, this is karma being rebalanced. That old karmic cycle has to die. We have to let it go. We have to grieve it. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in that process of grief and you're moving forward, but you're still stuck kind of in the past. And for some reason, that just really resonated with me personally, because I am in that what's next cycle. Well, you got to let go of the old to let the new come in. We have to let everything balance out, but when it does, you can expect things to start moving very, very quickly with the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands energy is very fast moving to the point of being dizzying or feeling like you need to catch your breath because it's moving so fast. It's energy. It could come in the form of messages as well. So if you're looking for messages or signs, they could be coming in very quickly. Your energy or the energy around you is moving very, very quickly. It's shifting very, very, very quickly with the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is just so encompassing. It moves so fast. You might be wanting to put the brakes on it going, whoa, wait, I'm not ready for this, or this is too much too soon. And that's perfectly fine to be feeling a little overwhelmed. And if you need to put a pause on things, it's okay to take an hour or a day to make a decision. And anyone who pressures you to do so faster than that may not be having your best interests at heart. And part of that's coming from the High Priestess energy, because the High Priestess can talk about secrets or something secretive, or with the influence of the moon being held back from you. So it's okay to get your bearings, but just know that some opportunities are not going to sit and wait. And that's okay, because maybe that just was not meant for you, and not being able to make a decision on it right away may be turning out in your favor. Now, altogether, what all of this means is, yes, we're at the end of the cycle. Things might be feeling really heavy and out of balance at the moment, but no, that is because the cycle is ending. Things are coming back into balance. It might be feeling very, very overwhelming, but the balance that is coming in is going to help reveal secrets to you, or the information that has been maybe held secret is going to be revealed to you. And this information is part of what's so overwhelming, is this information is coming in very quickly, and it's a lot to take in. And just know, love yourself through the process, which can be extremely difficult to do. You'll know when it's right to act, when the timing's right. You might be feeling uncomfortable making those decisions, but you're going to know. You're just going to know. Your intuition with the High Priestess here is going to tell you, act on this. And I can't remember where I heard it, but not making a decision is making a decision. If that rings true for anybody, that's great. But just know you can't sit in this ending. Sorry, there's people walking by and I don't normally have the curtains open. Or at least not that much where I would notice them at this time of the night. But just know, be gentle with yourself, be loving to yourself, especially as this energy is unfolding, because it is going to happen very quickly once it starts. Allow yourself to grieve the past, grieve what was, but let it go as the scales of karma. And I do very strongly believe for the majority of people, this is karma. Karma's starting to balance in our favor. And that in itself is a reason to get excited and get that good energy flowing. So I'm going to leave it here with that, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.